for you.
Welcome back to Daytime, everyone. If there's a bachelor in your life that you are trying your darndest to understand, then this next book is for you.
It is The Ultimate Bachelor's Guide. It explains how a single man can live on a diet of nothing but pizza, can be happy sleeping on an air mattress, as long as there's a huge TV in sight and a whole lot more. The author of the read is comedian Ward Anderson. And he's here now to talk about the great book.
Welcome to Daytime.
Hi, thanks for having me.
How much of this book is about you?
That'd be a little incriminating. I think it's probably about half. You know, I always tell people that the book is dedicated to my brother because I honestly wrote it sitting in his apartment looking around the place. I had several days off from traveling, and I sat down, I looked around this apartment, and I go, man, he's got to clean this place. And I told him, I go, you know it's time to clean your apartment when your favorite chair is really just a bag of old laundry, you know?
Yeah, of course, of course.
So much of this book rings true. I mean, I was reading it saying, I know this person, I know that person, and some of it was me, sadly.
And we're not bachelors,
and we're not
obviously.
bachelorettes.
Wait, this is more about, it's more about the guy out there, not the single guy. It's not about the single life being, you know, looking for a woman per se.
Right, well, you know, that's what I tell everybody. I go, you know, the whole idea behind it is, we called it the Ultimate Bachelor's Guide, really to, you know, get people's attention. But I say, you know, this is about any guy you know. You know, you'll probably see, I mean, both of you probably see some of your husbands in it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
In the men that are in this. Because, you know, just suddenly being married or not being single anymore doesn't change a guy's ways immediately.
No,
you know? So.
ever, I think. What are some of the common traits that these bachelors all have?
Well, let me think.
Men.
You know what, I think men in general, you know what, it's like I said, I think a lot of men like furniture, but I think we'd rather have that huge television, you know what I mean?
Did they all have those big TVs? Everybody I've dated, which isn't very many, actually had them.
Absolutely, we got to have the lawn furniture in the apartment because that's the cheapest thing, and then the huge TV so we can watch our reruns of The Real World, you know, so it's that kind of thing.
You talk about laundry, and you mentioned it earlier. It was funny. It was what was dirty but still wearable, and what was so dirty it wasn't wearable, right? Something like that. That's how you determine what you're going to wear that day.
Yeah, if you stick it against the wall and it stays there, then it's probably too dirty.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for the bachelors who don't necessarily want to be bachelors for the rest of their lives?
Buy the Ultimate Bachelor's Guide, now available online and in bookstores everywhere. I think it would be the best thing I could offer.
And if you see yourself in this book, change everything?
I don't know. I think there's a lot of traits in there that make a guy lovable. Like, who doesn't love somebody that can make a bookshelf out of pizza boxes?
True.
Yeah, and you want to live in a house with all those pizza boxes lined up too. Actually, speaking of this, on page 94, you talk about things a bachelor should never do on a first date. Can you just give us a couple samples of those for those guys out there that are bachelors and looking to date and they just need to know?
Okay, absolutely. First thing I would say, trying to finish everything on her plate is probably a bad clue.
On the first date.
On the first date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, one more tip. Give us two more.
Okay, two more tips. I would say mentioning the size of the waitress's breasts.
Yes.
That never really goes
definite.
over well. Yeah, that's the first 5 times. The first 10 times you're.
But I think you'd let a husband get away with that before you let a boyfriend.
Well, you let your husband say yours are much better than hers.
Oh, there you go.
That'll work.
Yeah.
That'll work.
And if he's smart, that's exactly what he says.
What about husbands who are reading this book? What are they going to take away from the Bachelor's Ultimate Guide?
They're just going to remember everything they're missing.
Or the Ultimate Bachelor?
No, you know what? I think that's the whole idea. Is with the book, I think the guys are going to see who they used to be and who they still are, and which things never changed and which things did, you know, as things went on.
You can celebrate those things.
Absolutely. What does your girlfriend think of it? You were telling us that you have a steady love.
Yeah, I do. What does she think? Well, you know what? I think, I know she thinks the book is hilarious because she thinks I'm hilarious. And hence why she's my girlfriend.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah. So, but I think that, no, I mean, she sees a lot of me in it and probably other men she knows. So it's, you know, for her, it's just as funny as anyone else finds it.
As long as you change your underwear, I'm sure she's happy though.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like I said, I see a lot of myself in there, which scares me a lot. Ward Anderson, thank you.
Thank you for having me. I had a blast.
The name of the book is The Ultimate Bachelor's Guide. Pick it up. It is really fun to read.
All right, still to come on Daytime. Dave fulfills a fantasy. He spends a day with IndyCar racer Davey Hamilton.
Stay tuned to see how well Dave does behind the wheel.